It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Colts and the Buccaneers, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
To the air right away is Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A first carry for Rachaad White. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Throwing now is Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Brady going to throw. This is caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Fournette, and he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former 3rd-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback, Nick Foles.
When you look at Nick Foles' career in total, you wonder to yourself at times, why has he not been a consistent starter in the league? Because when he's on, he can take a team to the Super Bowl and win it, as he did with Philadelphia.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
First and 10, Taylor now. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
To review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Oh, nice move. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Holding, offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Foles. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Foles finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First down, Colts. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Foles. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They start to drive with White. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Brady. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From midfield, here's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Brady, and this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Brady. Complete right side to Otten. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's White.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Well, I think completions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Brady. And this one too low.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man has got it. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Brady again. He's got Otten. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and 3. Here's Brady to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down now, but the clock continues to move. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, this from 48.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
Big week, every week.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They'll throw now on the final play.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half from the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. But the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now Foles. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Foles. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the gun, it's Taylor.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Foles. This one completes Alec Pierce. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Campbell making the catch. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Second and 5. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up the 3rd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Able to find his man, Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second down, another run with Taylor. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kylan Granson there to make the grab. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete to Otten.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Brady, another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From midfield, here's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's White.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Brady to throw again.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Brady going to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Brady. That's complete to White.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle. well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Brady gives this to White. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Brady now to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Ryan Succop for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab. Level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Colts set to take over here offensively. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
I thought that at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind, and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll look to throw here.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And he's got Pierce. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. Nice. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor,
a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You're talking about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
They begin with a run by Fournette, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And a short gain here down to 22. Levante David in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Foles. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's Brady and the Bucs.
Down 20-10. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Brady to throw.
That's complete to Otten.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A throw over the middle, taken in,
and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
To throw is Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he'll just get rid of it.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation.